All right. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Monday down a Tuesday portfolio review, kind of going into what our strategy is for this week and how we are going to be approaching our investments. Um, so the main thing that I'm really considering this week is just going to be Tesla. So like right now, I'm pretty tempted to sell. uh, Based on where we're going. I mean, even the slightest amount of like negative news, and there's a lot of energy that seems prepared to sell and to lead off. I mean, the only upcoming things that are going to really move it are any sort of announcements, and then the news cycle surrounding, you developments and profitability, sales projections, market indications, government shutdown, rates, etc. Like your general news cycle things, and then any product launches. And so, big reason we're up a little bit over last week is there's an expected announcement of some type of new model today. Most likely I believe it is a affordable version of the Model Y. So budget accounting for the fact that the EV credits are expired. So yeah, it's really strongly in sell territory. I think right now we're kind of mimicking the pattern, right? We had a little bit of a peak, drop down, return to peak. I think this very well mimics what we saw over here at December 17th, December 26th. Of course, right, it's about over the course of a week. Right, you see this move to slightly lower. Right, I think you're seeing a little bit of that replication energy here. I kind of want to just get out. Obviously, it might not slow down a little bit, but I really do not see this doing well over the next 3 months. I really envision this sort of hype cycle down to this. There's a chance that something big is announced on the the annual meeting, but yeah, I'm not too keen on that. Usually, after some form of big announcement on the annual meetings, there's usually a big dip anyhow. Is a cycle I've noticed with Tesla investors. There's like the big vision, and there'll be like a 10 to 15% sell off. So my expectation is that we'll kind of hang around this 420 to 440 area for the remainder of the month. They'll do the meeting, and then it'll drop about 15%. So I mean, what's that go down to? 440. 0.85. Yeah, down to like a 374, something like that. Yeah. And then I think it'll just precipitously drop there. So I think you'll see something to the tune of this, a little bit of return enthusiasm, and then a drop down into about probably 250, 300, and then you'll recover from fundamentals and you'll see one of these long trailing gaps, and then you'll hit some peak enthusiasm again. But this is pretty well in the hype cycle range. And I'm really convincing myself I should exit on this, but we'll see. I'm gonna monitor it. Yeah, I may sell off part today. Other than that, the rest of the portfolio's plan, we did diverge a little bit from last week's initial plan, and we bought a little bit more in terms of small caps and space. I'm gonna shift some of my dollar cost averages from a lot of the AI exposure to small cap space exposure. Um, I think as we head towards this winter cycle and there's some financial tightening amongst the general markets, I think that a lot of my Micron, Tesla, my MP is still decent, but yeah, I don't see them moving entirely too much for a while. You're gonna need some more big news cycle pushes related to demand to get that to go anywhere. I'm gonna largely just kind of continue dollar cost average heavily into uh, mostly space stocks, honestly. I think it's the undervalued segment of my portfolio right now where you're getting good purchasing price at the moment. So it's going to be Spear, Red Wing, it's going to be SAT, Planetary Labs, and to the extent I get AI exposure, I think I'm just going to mostly do Google, Micron, or if Tesla has a big bust again, I'll start buying Tesla again. But for the time being, um, I think I'm getting better return on capital than I get elsewhere. So that's pretty much my plan for the week. As far as the portfolio, is the starting point as of yesterday morning, roughly around market open. And yeah, the big move this week will be if I liquidate the Tesla on anticipation of a 3 to 5 month hold on that equity to buy back in a low point. I still believe in it long term. I just think it's overvalued relative to its like 12-month moving average. Um, you really only like how long do you maintain a what is the PE on this sucker? Like 250? Like, unless they like say, hey, we're moving into volume production of robotics, or we're pushing robotaxi nationwide starting six. I mean, like that's your big lever up on the annual announcement is that we're activating the whole fleet. If they activate the whole fleet, like that would, but I don't see it. Like the year from now price, like I'd hold. If you can't trade within your account tax free, like just hold. You know, but if you can, probably sell off. Cool. That's pretty much my plan for the week. I'll keep you updated if there's any like major events. I think I'm gonna start doing like if there's a big crazy day, I might do a like a news related announcement or video, tying on like my internal guidance of what I'm thinking is the proper reaction to a given uh, timely occurrence. Other than that, yeah, that's my plans for the little micro portfolio this week. Obviously, we're on the month. We're kind of this isn't even. Let's go look at this guy. Month is seeing a lot of gain. Like to see it continue, but I think we're towards eighth of a cycle. So cool. Thanks for hanging out. That's it for this week. We'll catch you on Friday.